fucking nerds. Who wants a shot at the champ?
They bring the heat.
Francis Ngannou is the hardest puncher in the history of fighting.
They bring the knowledge.
If you think this fight is going 5 rounds, you are out of your mind.
They bring you the picks.
The dog is getting it done in this one.
We deliver every single week. We're bringing the heat, ladies and gentlemen.
The money line.
Don't miss it on the MMA Experts channel each week. The Money Line. We are live on a beautiful Monday, back to business as usual for the entire month of June. I am AJ, joined as always by my guy Mike Finch. What's going on, bro?
We missed the no main event last week. What the fuck was that? I mean, we both said it, right? She looked bad at weigh-ins. Macy Barber was emaciated at weigh-ins. And when a girl misses weight, there could be more reasons than when a guy misses weight, you know? So I thought, okay, half pound's not crazy, but AJ for premium channel, lock of the night was plus 350 Aaron Blanchfield sub AJ. That was supposed to happen. That was supposed to happen. Okay. But Macy decided that it wouldn't.
So she pulls out of the fight, medical issue. They said she had a seizure. They said she went out. I hate to be Mr. Conspiracy, but I'll tell you this. Why on the commentary did they start it with she was walking out, then turned around? But then afterwards, the story was she wasn't medically cleared. She had a seizure in the back. Now, maybe it was misinformation from DC saying that she was walking out, then turned around. But definitely a strange turn of events preceding that main event, because it was literally like a minute before they were making the walk. Like they ran the pre-fight promo. The fighters are set to walk out, then the fight's canceled. So
Can you even think of that happening before? Like when the promo lands and everything? That's the closest no fight I've ever seen.
Well, Jamal Emmers and what's his name? Back in the day, Jamal Emmers versus, I see his face, but I can't think of his name. Oh, he fought Hakran Diaz back in the day. Chas Kelly. There we go. Chas Kelly.
Chas Kelly.
Chas Kelly, Jamal Emmers, but that was not a main event.
What happened there? I don't remember that.
Oh, Chas Kelly is inside of the octagon and Emmers doesn't walk.
Oh. Emmers suffered back spasms backstage, bro. Hey, man. Hey, you know, like we are MMA experts, right? Like we do this. AJ just pulled one on me. That was the Chas Kelly reference is pretty fucking good, AJ. That is pretty solid, AJ. I'm impressed.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I am disappointed as hell because the Lock City parlay, thanks, man. I appreciate you, Useless. Didn't get a chance. What did KZ ask? Why does a fighter need fake tits? Harder to make weight. Does Barber definitely have fake boobs? I don't know about that. Is that true? I heard conspiracies, but I never thought. I don't look at her and think that. That's her own business. I don't know. Don't ask me, man.
I got a pretty good eye. I live in Southern California, so there's a lot of fake faces and body parts.
Real or fake? What are we calling it? Fake?
I got a decent eye for it, man. Yeah, they don't look natural.
Okay. Well, okay. There we go. All right. Well,
like,
maybe
you know, my buddy Billy and Erica, actually, I need to give credit to Erica. They rained on my parade. They told me Doja Cat's butt was fake, and that really messed me up because I'm a huge Doja Cat fan. Okay. Did a concert on the beach here, you know, I went to.
I remember, yeah.
They told me her butt was, I'm like, no, it's not. And then, you know, I saw it a few more times. I'm like, fuck, they're right. It's fake butt. They're right.
I'm sorry, man. Well, okay. You know? Then I guess whatever is said about Macy Barber is regardless about a tit. Let's move on. The pullout was unfortunate. We didn't have a main event. I mean, I guess the main event was Gamrot versus Klein. I don't really want to spend too much time reminiscing on the worst card of the year, UFC Vegas 107.
Damn.
But I do think we have to give respect to Mateusz Gamrot.
Yeah, and sure. He got wobbled again. It was like a jab, dude.
He got touched. Yeah, come on. Everybody's acting like he got dropped straight back. He touched the floor. second.
Take a little
was all
whoa.
right.
It's
He
just
was
like
all right.
every Gamrot fight, bro. He's got to give us a little wiggle, you know?
He likes to
It's his
dance,
thing.
bro. He likes fucking dancing.
That's how he gets down, dude. He just he loses his knees real quick. Hey, it was a dominant performance by Gamrot. He put the wrestling on him. You know, one thing I said was I want to see weigh-ins here before I like give out a side. Like I wanted to see weigh-ins and see the size difference. You really saw it in the cage though, because Mateusz Gamrot was noticeably bigger and stronger than Ludovic Klein. Ludovic Klein can hit him. Ludovic Klein can outstrike him. It just doesn't matter enough. Like Ludovic really needed to hurt him and back him the fuck up and put the fear of God in him. And he wasn't able really to do that. The third round, he started winning, you know, he started scoring, but overall Ludovic Klein got controlled. So solid outing by Mateusz Gamrot.
Gamrotted him, bro. That was a Gamrot style performance. That's what he does when he's at his best.
That's true.
Wasn't like a shocking outcome.
No, he looked like himself. I mean, Mateusz,
Yeah.
you know, transition, knee on belly. No, I need side control. No, I need the back. You know, he constantly he's just doing his Mateusz Gamrot thing. It was enough though, because it looked like a 55er versus a 45er.
Well, Klein was at 45 for a while, and then he moved up to 55. I don't see him as a top 15, but I do think he's a good, like, top 20-ish guy. You give him strikers, bro. Are you not down for Ludovic Klein versus Matt Frivola? Is that not a cool fight? Like, there's matchups to make for Ludovic.
Yeah. Don't send him on his way. What are you saying? You
Nah.
cut him, dog?
No, I'm not
AJ gonna cut his ass?
No,
Come
no,
on,
no,
man.
no, chill.
Bro.
But the issue is the wrestlers, guys that are hard nosed, you know, with grappling pressure. You know, Klein, as he touches the top 15, Klein struggles. But outside of the rankings, I think Ludovic Klein can deliver some fun fights. He's a good style. As far as Gamrot goes, though, Benoit Saint-Denis and him, just run that fight. The fuck else we got to do? Benoit Saint-Denis versus Gamrot, especially with Alvarez supposedly moving up to 170. I want to see Mateusz Gamrot and Benoit throw down. I'm down with that fight. I think it's a cool matchup, actually.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that. I think, you know, Mateusz clearly needs to threaten more with his striking to set his shit up. And for Ludovic Klein, it's obvious. It's the wrestling. So both of these guys know what they need to accomplish. I mean, for Ludovic, he's got a lot of runway. That was his first big fight, you know. He'll bounce back. He's a fun guy to watch for sure.
Yeah.
But I think you put your finger on it with when he gets up to the top of that division, I don't see how he gets it done, you know.
No, he's not top 15, bro. That's the truth. He's like, or if you want to call him 15 in the world, could he, you know, compete at that?
There's a competence level. There's a,
you
know, his striking's nice and he can grapple a little bit, but yeah, he's gonna get controlled by a few of those guys.
I think that if you gave him Grant Dawson, he's getting choked out.
I think you give him Kayla Harrison, he might have some trouble.
Kayla's a tough matchup for him.
Kayla might take his ass down, bro. I think
scary, bro. Shit.
Kayla and Ludovic is a decent fight. Be honest.
It's a good matchup, man. We'll talk about Kayla here soon. She's on this card that we're gonna break down in a moment. I just wanted to say another thing about this card. So my Lock City parlay, Andreas Gustafsson and the over in the Gamrot fight. Bam, the over in the Gamrot fight hits. Obviously, the Gustafsson fight was canceled, and I switched it up. I said, okay, on the fly, replacement parlay, Blanchfield and the over 2.5 in this fight to save the fucking day as the lock. And so essentially, I guess my lock was just the over in the Gamrot Klein fight and whatever.
Bets on this card were just blown up. You know what I mean? Like how many fucking bouts canceled? Fucking what's his name? Whacked his head. Trevin Giles.
That was crazy.
Wax his fucking dome. Like it was a weird one for sure. Yeah. I had an over that I gave out. What was it? I gave out the over with the Brazilians. It was Alan Nascimento and Jafel Filo. I gave out the over 2.5 on that one. That was, you know, all day. And then if you wanted plus money, I gave it out with Balaji Oki. So that landed for the folks. But, you know, it was and Ketlin and Macy went over, of course. But
did I bring this up?
Don't know for Finchman, my long lost father, my long lost son, Cody. I need money. This is fantastic. Thank you so much, son. I really appreciate that.
He goes by Cody Finch, actually.
Cody Finch. That's right. Marmon's actually, his middle name. I wanted to name him after the marmot, okay, because he was conceived in Sequoia National Park around the marmots, but Marmon just kind of ended up being the choice. So thank you, Cody.
Thank you,
to see
bro.
you, son.
Thank you, brother. I want to talk about this upcoming card. I can't spend another second talking about that.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, let's get into it. We got UFC 316 going down this Saturday. We're going to break down the whole card. If you guys haven't, make sure you hit that damn like button. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. And let's get into fight number one. We got Khaos Williams versus Andreas Gustafsson to start the card off with some thunder. I'm going with Andreas Gustafsson to beat Khaos Williams here. I was picking Gustafsson last week against Trevin Giles, and he is a relentless pressure fighter / dirty boxer with the Greco wrestling base, the Greco-Roman. Greco actually sounds.
That's like tapology for wrestling. That's
Greco, baby. Listen, he's a savage, all right? But he also has knockout power. And I think that Khaos Williams, I have doubts about how he deals with a guy who kind of bulldozes into range, because though Khaos has knockout ability, he lands these shots, I don't want to say in a sloppy manner, but in an unconventional, like overhand, wider shots, but they're not like real up close. It's not like he's knocking people out in real close range. It's more the mid and the long range. He's got a nice overhand shot, got a big left hook, and he's had some sensational knockouts in the UFC. But there's also been moments where I thought Khaos Williams doesn't look great. Like you look at the Bedoya fight, he did not look great. The loss to Bonfim, obviously that's a really hard matchup, but even, didn't finish a Matt Semmelsberger. I think that Khaos Williams is going to get outworked here. And I'm hearing things about the realtor career he's got going on the side. I don't necessarily love that. More so when you're facing a psycho like Gustafsson, who all this guy does is eat, sleep, breathe, fight. And I think it's a hard matchup because I don't think Khaos is able to keep it at distance. He isn't great with distance management. I think we're going to see Gustafsson get in his face. I think we're going to see Gustafsson back him up, out-muscle him a bit. This is an interesting style matchup for Khaos, one that he hasn't really faced. Like if you look at the UFC run, he's fought guys that can strike well. I mean, you look at some of his recent fights, the Bonfim fight. Obviously, Bonfim is a tremendous up-and-coming prospect. Carlston Harris, kind of aging guy. Rolando Bedoya back in 2023. That was not impressive. He did have the split with Randy Brown. I feel like, but that was fucking, holy shit. That was 3 years ago. I feel like he kind of peaked at that Randy Brown fight. I don't know. I feel like Gustafsson can make him uncomfortable, push him backwards and break him in a dogfight. I'm going to say Gustafsson finds a way to win and maybe even finds a finish.
That's definitely live. I mean, he was supposed to fight on Saturday. He's lucky that the fight was 10 pounds up, so it wasn't a crazy weight cut, but I think they're going to make him do the full weight cut on this one. So it's a lot for your body to go through. It's a lot for your mind to go through, especially when it's a UFC debut. So Khaos Williams being much more seasoned, and also let's just look at the matchup. Gustafsson throws pretty wide. Like watching some of his fights, he is aggressive and he backs you up, but he rolls the fucking dice, AJ. Like I'm seeing him close the distance, throwing wild hooks and shit. I think Khaos is too fucking dangerous for that, man. He's faster with the hands. I think he puts something down the pipe, puts this dude out in the first round. It's tough to make your UFC debut. It's even tougher when you got a weight cut back-to-back weeks. Opponent switches 3 times. Like, homie's got all the excuses in the world. Let's send him on his way. Khaos Williams knockout.
Trev Bot, thank you for $4.99. This card was so bad, I deadass smashed my phone in disgust. You're going to build me a new phone ski parlay? I'll try my best. The phone ski parlay for Trev Bot. Oh, shit.
Yo, our last parlay, Trev Bot, literally did not happen. My leg was Aaron Blanchfield, and your leg was
Gustafsson, bro.
Gustafsson. So the fights literally it didn't happen. So, yeah, we got you tonight, buddy.
Got you. We got you. If there's 2 weeks in a row of that, I'll be freaked out. I don't know what's in the air. Finch, I have to say, with Gustafsson, I have this feeling that the pressure is going to be a lot for him to deal with, man. It's like, I really think, I don't know. I guess I'm a bit of a Khaos Williams denier at this point. It's just the recent performances, man.
We both called it in the last one, him getting dotted the fuck up. You know,
Bonfim is like a savage, clean prospect, though, to be fair.
way
But
more.
Gustafsson, it's more that dog brawling style. Like, what if Khaos starts throwing wild? Because he gets a little crazy, and Gustafsson caught him with a counter shot and put him out. I wouldn't be shocked. I feel like it's a dog fight.
Yeah, it could definitely be a dogfight. And the more, the more it drags on, the more they get tired. The more I think it'll favor Gustafsson because he's a dog. I'm just seeing, like, I think you already sort of highlighted it, but Bonfim is so technically sound. I like that against Khaos Williams, who's dangerous as fuck, but his technique is not high level. Versus you got Gustafsson, who kind of barrels in there. Khaos just needs to put one on you. So I'm going to go with the UFC vet. MMA Hawkeye in here throwing $5 at us. So weird you say nothing about Andreas Gustafsson's last fight. He pulled out with a broken neck in January of this year. What are you saying? He's used to this shit? He's used to people ducking him? It's a lot to deal with for your UFC debut regardless, AJ.
Thank you, MMA Hawkeye. I'd say it like this. January's what, 6 months ago? A lot of time. He looks in great shape. I mean, I make sure I do a little deep dive when guys have pulled out recently, and I check out the Instagrams. Like Nascimento last week, he's pulled out, but he looked good. The body seems to be good. I mean, he looks in phenomenal shape. There doesn't seem to be any type of like noticeable like muscular atrophy in any areas. So I think he's all right. I think the recovery has been good, and I don't think that he's stepping in to his UFC debut with a still broken neck. You see what I'm saying? I think he's all right. I think he's all right. I think he's good. I think the recovery process has done him well. Now, as far as the odds for this fight, Khaos is sitting at the minus 200 tag. Excuse me. Gustafsson at plus 170. We got a dog fight in store, man. I'm going for the dog. I expect violence. I expect a bit of a crazy ass war. And dude, Gustafsson's just he's a psycho. I don't know.
I know you're kind of a fan, bro. You kind of a fan.
He's a savage, bro. I love the relentless style. It's not something you always see, the willingness to engage in warfare like that. It's not that Khaos isn't talented or doesn't have some skill, but I think he could get caught. So I'm gonna go.
His
with
name is
Gustafsson.
Chaos. Like
He's chaotic. Yeah, he's herky jerky, bro.
Bang a little bit, but yeah, cool fight to start the night off for sure. Cool that they found Gustafsson a fight. I mean, I don't know if they need to turn these guys around this quick. They did it to Mederos, who we're probably going to talk about next, right?
Yeah, we're about to talk about him. So let's jump up to the next fight on the card. Finchman going Khaos in this one. I'm going Gustafsson. Next one, we got Markel Mederos versus prospect to watch in Mark Choinski. But damn, tough short notice debut against a very talented Markel Mederos, but there are red flags on the fight. Mederos was ill last week, pulled out of the fight with Balagioki, and now he is quickly turning around and taking a fight against good wrestler, All-American wrestler, undefeated, Rufus Sport prospect, Anthony Pettis fighting championship champion. So definitely has been kind of bred for this opportunity with the team behind him. Definitely is a guy from that gym. Like, I feel like it's kind of a Anthony Pettis prospect versus the Benson Henderson prospect. And, the rivalry again happens.
I like it.
I think that Markel Mederos has a lot more weapons in striking. Choinski's wrestling is good, but I don't know how good at a high level. If Mederos is to lose, and I fuck with Markel a lot. He's come on the show. He's been in the live chat. He was in the live chat this past Friday. He's a fucking friend of the channel. But I'm not just picking him because of that. If I have to pick against him, I would. But I do believe he has the technical skill set to win. He fights hands pretty well when people are looking to take him down against the cage. I know Austin Hubbard jumped the back and had his back in round number 2 of his most recent fight. But I think Markel will be on point here. I think he'll win a decision. I think it's a hard fight against a debuting Choinski. But I do think Mederos, more mobile, more weapons. I'll say a decision. But yeah, the illness last week worries me.
Both of these guys' entire pro careers are post-COVID. Isn't that crazy? Post-COVID-19. Debuted in June of 2021, and then Choinski's even later. That's 2022. Wow. December of 2022. Choinski's whole career is post-mask era. It's so weird how young these fucking guys are, dude. Yeah. I feel more 32 every time we do this fucking show. This is crazy, man. Yeah, 29 versus 28. Sick. Choinski with the wrestling is interesting, especially since why did Mederos pull out? He was sick. So you're sick, so you're going to jump in a week later? That seems a little quick, doesn't it? Wouldn't you rather jump in a month later? You know, very strange move for me. It would be if he's your boy, can you send him a text and see how the fuck he's doing? What do you mean he pulls out and then jumps in the next
Friday,
week? Bro? That's like I'm getting vibes of Arman Sarukian. Arman Sarukian pulls out against Islam, and then he's seen training in Costa Mesa over here like the next week, bro. He's like hitting pads or whatever he was doing. My cousin sends me the video. I'm like, this can't be right now. It really was. He really was out there working. I'm like, bro, you just pulled out of a title fight. Anyway. So major red flag. But he's much better at striking. I mean, even though Rufus Sport gives Choinski that look, I'm starting to convince myself to go Choinski. But, you know, even though Rufus Sport is rangy green zone strikers, I think Mederos is real slick, and I don't really think Choinski is ready to move around with him in that big cage. You know, it would be really helpful, I think, to put him in that little apex cage where you can kind of walk him to the fence. In the big cage, I think Choinski is going to be lost in there getting dotted up. So give me Mederos, a little bit more of the UFC rub, you know, and Choinski just super short notice. You got super short notice versus just was sick. Like, how many fucking red flags do you need to not bet on something? But I'll go Mederos.
Halftime. Thank you for 4 months of membership. There'll be a lot of winning parlays this upcoming pay-per-view. I can feel it. We getting it this weekend. Hey, cheers, bro. Cheers to you on that. Big W halftime. Thank you for 4 months of membership. Paku, thank you for the 5. Like for this guy, AJ, to travel to Pluto midway through the show. I have an interesting take on the main event. I'll try and jump on LNL and chop it up. Yes, make sure that you do, bro. Late night live. I'll be bringing the guest on. We'll be talking live. So definitely, I want to hear your take, my friend. Shout out to you, Paku. You want me to go to Pluto, man? You know, I want to stay somewhat in my self awareness zone, you know, because that stream, as fun as it was, man, I was having my own existential crisis leaning back and just losing my marbles, bro. Holy shit. Thank you.
AJ was so high, guys.
That was crazy.
Fucking high. That was me and AJ laughed about that after the show a lot, man.
That was crazy.
AJ's highest episode ever.
That was maybe one of the highest period, though.
Give them the episode so people can watch it. They're gonna want to watch it.
It was UFC Vegas 106. It was the Burns versus Morales show. I was
and somewhere you didn't come on like gone, but somewhere during the show, AJ's pulling out some ripskis, and man, I noticed the difference, bro.
Yeah.
I noticed the difference.
I was pale, bro. I was looking at I got freaked out. My lips were going white. I'm like, yo, am I dropping?
I'm like, man, we are not transitioning as smoothly. Like something's going on here. And sure enough, it was AJ stoned out of his mind. So awesome one to revisit if you guys want. I have revisited it. Yeah, hey, we're both on the striker.
I like it, man. As far as the odds, though, there's no fun here. I mean, minus 222, a little wide from Markel. You know, considering the illness last week, better than it was yesterday. It was actually around minus 275 yesterday. So the odds have come down a bit. Choinski at plus 187, over 2.5 is minus 175. I feel like Mederos is live to outstrike him, outpoint him, and outwork him. But fuck, dude, that illness hurts my willingness to want to throw down on a parlay with him because of the, you know, pull out last week. I don't know. I guess I could find out. I could ask him, probably. You know, we'll see. I won't do that though. I can't get any.
No, because then they just bullshit you anyway.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I've had the same situations where I'm like, man, I would really like to text, you know, this fighter, whoever, Gerald Mearshart or whoever, and be like, are you good? You know, are you healthy? Whatever. But you know, they either aren't going to answer, or when they do answer, they might not tell you the truth. Like, you know how every Tito Ortiz fight, he's like, I'm in the best shape of my life. I feel so good. My body's never felt this good. And then at the post-fight press conference, he's like, my neck was hurting me all camp. You know what I mean? It's just like, they're not going to, you know, even mentally, they can't be given excuses before the fight. We can't ask them to do that.
Nah, we can't ask, man. Well, either way, Mederos, the pick for me, the pick for the Finch. Let's
Yeah,
keep running up.
Enjoy the Call of Duty Black Ops, my favorite Black Ops 3 Revelation Zombies map. I mean, I've spent so many hours, AJ, playing that fucking game. Enjoy. You guys are savages. I can't do all the research you do. Casual Degenerate. Not only do we put the work in, AJ's here every day on fucking YouTube for you guys, but I stepped down as fitness manager. So AJ, I'm going in on the research.
I know you are.
Okay, more bets, more content. We're fucking doubling down. Casual Degenerate. That way, you casuals can come in here and get some facts.
Let's go. No, I'm excited for you, bro. I think this is a good
buddy.
step.
Thank
More
you. I'm still a
freedom,
trainer. I'll still train people over at the
Yeah.
gym. Come through, throw some punches with your boy if you're in Orange County.
Let's go. Shout out to you, Finch. I feel like this is the next step for you. This is good. The content game, you know, other things that you want to do. You have more time on your hands to expand.
Yes.
You got
We'll
almost
add a
10,000
show.
now. Yeah.
You know, let me know what type of show you guys want to add. AJ just designed 5 most confident picks. I mean, AJ's just like, why don't you call it this? I'm like, sounds like a great fucking idea. So if you guys got some, let me know. We'll put more content out for the folks.
Let's go. I'm excited for you, Finch. Let's go. Let's keep running up. Next fight on the card, we have Quillian Salkilld versus Yanal Ashmouz, the Red Fox. I'm going to pick Salkilld to go out there and probably outstrike and maybe even outgrapple Ashmouz. The thing about Ashmouz, he's got like that short, stocky, and explosive frame. So I could see him being like a little Tasmanian devil, hard to contain. But I do think Salkilld has better jiu-jitsu than him. As far as striking, he's going to have a big range advantage. Ashmouz got some really nice kicks, though. The way he spins is pretty nice, too. But, you know, how accurate and effective are, you know, spinning kicks to the head for the most part. I mean, you know, he could channel a little inner Muslim Salikov and maybe he's pulling off something crazy, but I don't think so. I think that Quillian Salkilld could outwork him, could get to his back, could threaten with a choke, could land punches. His hands are decent. I don't think it's an easy fight against, you know, Ashmouz, especially when you look at the betting lines. You're going to be like thinking that this is a complete blowout. But I do think Quillian Salkilld has more weapons and more ways to win. And I think he will win the fight.
You know, he had such an incredible performance that I think people are high, very high. And AJ 2 episodes ago, high on him. But, you know, it's tough. You know what, though? I like that they're bringing him up slow. They didn't just like, you know, bring him up. They didn't give him a matchup that's crazy. But I think I saw the odds on this one. 3-1, 4-1.
I'll check right now. I'm sure that
they're wide.
Oh,
you know, and
5-1.
You know what I mean? 5-1. Like Salkild's not he shouldn't be 5-1 against almost anybody in the UFC. With that being said, I've got him. I mean, I think he's going to be fine at range. If it does go to the ground, he probably is better at submission grappling. He's fast. Obviously, he can get you out of there quickly. Just ask Jubilee. But Yanal Ashmouz is a tough customer. He'll bang a little bit with them. Yeah, I don't you know, I don't see why you'd bet the house on a 5-1 with Salkilld. I think that's a stretch. I think there are a lot better bets on this card. But Salkilld, but it ain't in 15 seconds, right?
It probably isn't 15. It's not Anshu Jubilee that he's fighting against.
That's Khabib, bro. That's Jubilee's straight
Habib from India, bro. The other side of the world's Habib.
Indian Habib. Halftime 93 with the 999. Quick question. What do you and Finch think about Mansour Abdul Malik? My barber cuts him up. We asked how he was feeling and what he thinks about Brundage. And bro said he was going to run through him and bet him. I mean, Mansour Abdul Malik's a problem. Very, very, he's a fucking physical specimen. Yeah, he's a legit prospect, AJ.
I think he fucks up Cody Brundage. Yeah, I feel like a talented guy. Some hype behind him, undefeated.
Yeah.
Well-rounded, too, can wrestle as far as, you know, his game goes. Got some wrestling on him, got some striking on him. Cody Brundage is very hittable. He was in that back and forth war with Marquez last time where both guys were hurt bad. I don't love that because Julian Marquez looks about washed at this point. And I think that a guy like Mansour Abdul Malik, like he beats a Cody Brundage level. So yeah, I think he should be a lock. I don't know what the odds are. I will assume they'll be at minimum 3-1 for him.
Yeah,
but
for
5-6. Yeah, but he'll win. He'll win halftime.
Yeah, Cody Brundage can beat a Julian Marquez, right? But a Mansour Abdul Malik, that's a real prospect. Cody Brundage, a little bit of wrestling, can punch a little bit, but is too wild. I think he's getting smashed by Mansour Abdul Malik. So that's a real prospect right there.
Yeah, good shit, man. I'm gonna read the lines off, even though I kind of already hinted it. 5-1, yeah, -500 for Quillen Salkilld to Yanal Ashmouz is +375.
2-1's reasonable. 5-1 is off a cliff, guys. I mean, is he that good, AJ?
No. I mean, he's skillful though. He's good. He's prospect, but dude, the Gage Young fight was competitive on Contenders. He won, but it was a fight for him. And I'm not saying he doesn't go out there and beat Ashmouz. I think he will. I don't think Ashmouz is the guy to put him away. Ashmouz is undersized for the weight class. I've said this before. I think Ashmouz is better suited for 145. He's listed at 5'9", but dude, I don't think he's 5'9". I think these guys that are 5'9" or 5'7". A lot of people lie about their motherfucking height, Finch. I'm about 1.5 inches, 2 inches taller than this guy. And I tell everybody I'm 5'9" because I am 5'9". I measure myself fucking barefoot, right? He says, yeah, bro. How tall are you? Yeah, I'm 5'10". I'm like, bro, I got a good 2 inches on you. 5'10". So it's like, people's height, I don't know what the fuck anybody's height is because everybody's full of shit about how tall they are.
And then some people are real about it.
And
if you look, Tito Ortiz and Randy Couture are both 6'2". Have you seen them stare down? Tito's at least 2 inches taller, So, yeah, that happens all the time.
Yeah. So Ashmouz, 68-inch reach as well. That I feel like that kind of tells you he's overshooting his height because they measure that reach, that height. They say, how tall are you? Hey, 5'9". All right, no problem. I think that Quillen Salkilld is too long, bro. 75-inch reach to 68.
Well, he can use it. I mean, we just saw Macy Chiasson not be able to use the reach because she's getting walked down. It's a matter of can you use it. I think he's got the speed and the technique to use it.
Yeah, agreed. I think he does have the speed and technique to use it, and he should win. If you're on the betting side of this one, it's like you're not able to do much because you put it in a parlay, you're not going to get much movement of the line. If you want to chase prop betting, there's really, I don't think, much value because Ashmouz's never been finished. Salkild's got finishing ability, but I favor him by decision, and that line's -120. So kind of like a priced out type of situation, man. This is not a reasonable betting line to make you approach the money line value wise. And then as far as the props, probably a decision, but fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, if it keeps getting wider, I'll look at an Ashmouz fuck it type bet. But, my pick is Killian Salkilld, so probably just stay away.
Quillen Salkilld for the W. KZ, I hope your knee gets better fast, bro. He's complaining about his fucking knee. He had that surgery last week on Saturday. And tore it on the stream doing the fucking kick. So well recovery, my friend.
Crazy. All the best, brother. Keep it elevated.
Elevation is key.
Rest, ice, compression, elevation.
Let's go. Rice it up, bro. I'm fucking craving some rice. Now you speak it, bro. Give me a little fucking
rice.
Yeah, some fried rice, bro. What type of rice?
Fried rice.
Oh shit.
With some broccoli in it. And then I did the chicken on top.
That's a good day, Finch. I'm jealous, man. I'll be honest. I'm sitting here salivating this bit. Can I go grab a water, bro? My fucking mouth.
Go ahead. I'll hold it down.
Shit. All right, hold the fort down, Finch.
Full screen Finch coming in.
Full
Ready?
Screen Finch, bro. Put him in full screen. Here we go.
There we go. All right, guys, we got a pay-per-view. That's why your boy dressed up accordingly. I'm definitely going to be placing some nice bets here. So if you guys want to see what I'm betting on, I put it over on Telegram. Now, some of you have been asking me to make a website, make a Patreon. I think I will. I think I should. And I'd also like to bet on more cards, PFL, BKFC, etc. But right now, if you guys want my UFC bets, I drop all of them on Telegram. Just DM at Mike Finch Show on Instagram. I'll get you in. If you want to hit me up directly, it's at Mike Finch MMA on Instagram. After this show, I always do my 5 most confident picks. So just not looking at the odds, just what are the locks for the card. And then after weigh-ins, I'll do a full card predictions show, let you guys know if I saw anything at weigh-ins that made me flip. And every now and then I do flip on one. And generally when I flip, the flip lands. I want to add another show. So if you guys have any ideas of what you'd like to see, please let me know. Probably leaning like doing like a Sunday recap show. I think that would make sense. But I don't know. Maybe you guys want to talk about MMA news, whatever. Just slash Mike Finch. YouTube.com/Mike Finch is my channel. Check it out. I'm going to add another one. We'll see. Because AJ, he's the one who came up with 5 most confident picks. Full screen Finch. Yes, I am here. What in the Finch is going on? This is the Finch takeover. All right? MMA Experts is mine now. MMA Experts. I'm not even going to make it plural. Okay? It's singular now. You should get Simon Feck to co-host. Who the fuck are you, Simon Feck? Who the fuck? This is Full Screen Finch. Full Screen Finch is here. All right, I have taken over your phone. Hey, he's back.
I needed some water, man. I appreciate you holding the fort down.
Of
Fucking
course, bro.
mouth was dry as shit.
Of course, bro. Of course. Had to get. I always come with the handy dandy water, buddy.
I know. I forgot in the
You
other
always need
room.
You know.
I need to be like you, bro. What the fuck? What am I doing?
I get
What am I
my
doing?
Dogecoin is always somewhere.
Where's the Doge?
Dude,
Where's the
shit.
Doge?
Here we go. Here's the Doge. Dogecoin is always somewhere, just in case I need to flip a coin, which generally I don't, but just in case I need to flip a coin, the Dogecoin's here. I got my barber, Richie the Barber, always right here. You guys could check him out. Cool. My crazy neighbor, Richie the Barber. Those are real tattoos on his face. He's learning how to do tattoos now. If you want a tattoo, go see my boy Richie. And you know, and then the lighter, just in case AJ wants to get crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you got options, bro.
It's
a versatile desk, bro. I'll tell you what I got on my desk, bro.
Popping.
I got the Zins. I got the fucking.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
The magic pipe, you know what I'm saying? If we got to get some bubbles going. I got myself, if I need a little fucking, CBD line from an oil form, I got it on the side, I'm trying to limit that one, though, cutting that down.
Yeah, bro. After that day, push that thing away. Push that thing out of reach.
I got some Zephyr Hills, I got some water. And if you're getting crazy, maybe you need some vitamins in you. I got some vitamins next to me to take. You know
Very nice.
So I got plenty of options, man.
Very nice. Very nice. Cool. Hey, man, you need these shows. Like AJ will host for how many hours do you do your lives? It's fucking 6 hours.
So, I mean, if you're talking about fight companions,
yeah,
they vary from what, 6 to 8 hours?
8 hours. I'd have a mini fridge, bro. I'd have a girl massaging my feet. You know what I'm saying? You need some fucking. You need to be ready for 8 hours.
I know. It's a long road, but I enjoy it, man. I enjoy it.
Tutorial breakdowns, Cody. That's fantastic. I definitely would love to do some of those. I'm working on something. All right, I got something cooking. AJ knows more than y'all about that. I got something cooking. Okay. And recap. Yeah, Sunday. I think so. I think we need Sunday church service. So
Finch, we got one, bro. Big Guns in chat said it too. You could do the move of the week. If there's any crazy move, you go over the move, talk about it.
Technique of the week. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Why not? Like during the UFC, like find one where I'm like, this side kick to the knee, and then break it down.
You have you have the little clip even of the fight, or maybe a moment of the fight, like a little cutaway, something. I don't know. If you can't put the clip, you can get screenshots and just piece them together.
I like that.
I don't know. I think that'd be cool. Let's
go. I appreciate the ideas, guys. These guys are coming through with them. Fuck yeah. So, all right. I'll look at it, guys. I'm going to look back through these too. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, let's go. Shout out to the Finch. Excited for him, man. Let's keep running up. We're both going Salkilld. We're only 3 fights in somehow. I don't understand. This is shocking to me. Let's keep running. Next fight on the card, we have Azamat Murzakanov versus Brennison Ribeiro. Listen, bro, I got to go with Azamat Murzakanov to knock Brennison Ribeiro out. Ribeiro's got long-ass reach, but, you know, Murzakanov's always fighting guys with longer reach than him. It's not like this is a new thing. It's not like he's, you know, moving up in weight and he's been, you know, dealing with smaller guys. No, he beat Dustin Jacoby in a kickboxing fight, like in MMA, but like a striking fight. Azamat Murzakanov is undefeated as a pro. He's got some nice power in his hands. Actually, like deceptively slick and athletic. I will say the gas tank is not great with him, but Brennison Ribeiro is really not that good. He does have explosive power with straight shots and, you know, is relatively well-rounded, but look closely at the wins. DR Nurgajai in the UFC, that guy turned out to be a fucking fraud. And then he also had the W against Kyle Machado by split decision, who got released afterwards. I don't think he's taken out a guy that's knocked out Alonzo Menafield, that's beaten Dustin Jacoby, that's been, you know, relatively consistent with finishes and quality striking performances. I feel like Brennison Ribeiro is probably getting chinned in this one, regardless of the length advantage. And I'll say Azamat, you could put him out relatively early. I don't know. I feel like this fight could be destined to just go around. I think the chin, it's not that it's like so there to be hit, but I think that Brennison Ribeiro, he has this availability to be caught with like a hook on the inside. And then on top of that, with Murzakanov southpaw, I feel like that could fuck Brennison up. So I'm going to say we're going to see a Murzakanov chinning.
Murzakanov is better at all 3 phases. I mean, Murzakanov's dangerous on the feet. And, you know, Brennison Ribeiro, if you're going to give him any credit, it's the motherfucker's got power. But AJ, when he misses big. I feel like Murzakanov can walk in there, sort of poke the bear, make him miss a big shot. Boom, boom, hit with a 2-piece, put him down. That's very likely. And then what else I like about this is that if Murzakanov wants to change levels and wrestle, he's got that option all day. I think Murzakanov can really blow the doors off with this performance. Murzakanov puts him away.
Yeah, Murzakanov KO, high confidence call. Halftime. Thank you for 199. Finch, this one's for you. He said, the homie Finch grew on me. I'll sub Finch. Hey.
Thank you. Halftime 93, you grew on me as well. All right. I was born in 92, so we close. Okay. Thank you for the sub. I do appreciate that.
Let's go. Shout out. Let's read some damn lines off, bro. Let's read some damn lines. 500. Oh, shit. Minus 500, Azamat Murzakanov. KO for Murzakanov, minus 275. I told you guys to be around -2. It's fucking wider. It's minus 275. So Murzakanov round 1 is plus 100. It's just, bro, this card's pissing me off. This card pisses me off a bit. Like, it's so many.
They make you pick the dog. Like, they make you
trying to bait you. Pick this dog that's not good at fighting.
All right, which one do we got wrong? Like, oh fuck, I guess I got it. You know. So sometimes that's what they make you do.
I think Azamat Murzakanov is gonna win. Fuck the odds. He's gonna knock him out in the fight.
You know. I'm not too surprised by the odds, honestly. I think he deserves that. He's very good. Talking about an undefeated, you know, guy who's on fire. Brennison Ribeiro, you know, 7 losses. I don't know. So Brennison Ribeiro is just, you know, there's clear pathways. I was going to say 1, but multiple to beat him. As well with Murzakanov, you know, dude's a fucking problem. So no, it's priced right.
Price right. All right. The price is right. The W is incoming. Halftime. Thank you for another donut. Thank you for 199. Jones versus 7 AJs and 5.5 Finches. Who wins? Oh, we handle business without an issue.
Come on. What the fuck, dude? You think I would need 5 of me to beat John Jones? That's insane. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, I think
that's insane. 2 of me can beat any man on earth.
You think you can beat John Jones? 2 of you?
Any man on earth. 2 of me?
Francis Ngannou.
Climbing his back and strangling him.
Shit.
Absolutely.
I wish we had a Mike Finch clone.
Bro, I've been doing karate for 20 years. I could fucking smack those knees, move around him a little bit. I mean, he'd have trouble with 1. 2?
Okay.
You're gonna give me 7 AJs and 5 me's? We're gonna
we're locking it here,
mollywop whoever we're coming at,
dude.
Crazy.
Joe's minus 250 stainless steel. That's funny.
That's
I appreciate
crazy,
you,
dude.
I
What
appreciate
the
it. Listen,
fuck, guys? I've sparred Fabricio Verdum. I know what it feels like to stand in front of fucking. I know. I've sparred these guys. I got this. Yeah. Me and 7 AJs about to fuck up John Jones. Okay.
That's not fair, honestly, for Johnny Boy.
No, of course not.
Yeah. Give us the belt afterwards.
Two people fighting one person is not fair. First of all.
Eddie Hall did that fight. He fought against two midgets.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, he
That was
slammed the one dude on his head. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Eddie Hall's massive.
Eddie Hall's a freak of nature. Eddie, bro, you think you're taking out Eddie Hall? 2 of you?
Yes. 2?
2.
Yes. AJ,
Okay.
I'm a strategic fighter.
Yeah, but this guy's a fucking behemoth of a man. I don't know.
Does he have a neck? Does he have knees? Did they not give this guy knees? What is he made out of, dude?
I don't know, to be honest, if he got knees. I never seen
it.
He's just got a fucking lump of fucking wood his legs.
The last thing I want to do is sit here and talk shit, but bro, one of me can do pretty well against Eddie Hall. AJ, I might bet on myself. I know that sounds crazy, and I totally get the internet could take
Pudanowski got knocked out by him pretty bad.
Who?
Pudanowski.
Yeah, another fucking can who does steroids and fucking
he did 30 fights.
AJ, I've been doing this for 22 years, bro. I can fucking, I can. Yeah,
you taking out Eddie Hall. 2 of you, I'll say there's a real fighting chance.
Thank you.
For sure. I'm not arguing.
No fighting chance with one of me. Jesus, in submission
Eddie
grappling, it's over, right? If in pure submission grappling.
I'm talking about pure.
Okay, but I want to hear you say it out loud. Pure submission grappling, it's
Eddie
over
Hall?
for that fucking
versus Eddie Hall, Mike Finch.
Versus Eddie Hall. I'm taking his foot in like 30 seconds. Maybe 30, 45 seconds. One quick sweep, boom, I'm on the ankle. You guys know that, right?
I think you're really good, Finch, but I don't know, bro. Eddie Hall is fucking 400 pounds, dog, and he knows how to do some MMA now. He's training. He's not, if you just said Joe Schmo that lifts weights, yeah, it's a different conversation if he's just big. But he's training with Tom Aspinall, bro. He did a pro fight. I don't know.
Yeah.
And he's on the sauce, too.
There is a big difference between a guy who has been training for a year plus, who knows how to defend chokes, who has the basics, who knows how to check a kick and, pick his foot up so you can't stomp his knee backwards, who knows how to keep his chin tucked, who's had a fight. Way more respect for that than like, oh, you would never beat this NFL guy. Like, the fucking guy doesn't know how to fight, So I respect technique. That is true. I mean, yeah, like
he's got experience now. It's not.
I thought the Francis Ngannou one was as far as you can go. Like, that is a crazy comparison. Like 1v1, I'm cooked.
Yeah,
but 2 of me, AJ. Thank you. You agree?
I listen.
2 AJs. Come on, 2 AJs versus Eddie Hall. Yeah.
I mean, there's a fighting chance, but like Eddie Hall is a fucking behemoth, man.
Wow.
I don't know, man.
Not scared, motherfuckers.
I'm not saying I'm scared.
Not scared,
if I have to do
motherfuckers.
I'm viewing it from Eddie Hall is like the pure mass, bro. 400 pounds of a man that knows some shit. That's fucking
180
scary.
pounds of a man.
I'm saying it's
shit right here. Okay? I know some shit, AJ.
You're funny as hell. All right, listen.
Does he know a Go-Go Plata? Probably not. All right.
I don't know. Eddie Hall, though, maybe he knows the Go-Go Plata. He's training now, man.
Does he know the false reap? Because I hit it at ADCC. Has he ever done a grappling tournament in his life? I beat a guy who was like 280 in a men's opens.
Holy shit.
2015. Come on, son.
All right, Eddie Hall, Mike Finch grappling match 2026.
I train with big dudes all the time. Danny Halverson, 300 pounds.
It's not that I'm not rooting for you, Finch.
Robbie Bach, 330 pounds. I trained with them 5 days a week.
Eddie Hall is fucking
Eddie Hall would knock them out, but that's not what I'm saying.
I know.
All right, cool.
I love the banter, bro. I love getting you going, bro. I love it. It's funny as shit. Hey, listen, either way, Finch, man, we got the right pick, bro. We going with short and stocky little Fedor's cousin, bro, Murzakanov, man.
I would kill Bradley Martin 1v1.
I'd pick you.
Fuck out of here, Sean Shelby. Get out of here, Sean Shelby. Bradley Martin don't know how to fight. Fuck out of here.
I got Finch there. I'm definitely going with him there. Eddie Hall, I don't know.
Thank you, Ulysses.
Oh, I listen. Now I'm imagining the show gets big enough. We set it up. Finch, man, Eddie Hall, do it in a fucking cage, grappling rules, And you get me with the towel and the fucking hat in the corner, like Rocky, bro, with fucking Mickey in the corner. I won't throw in the towel, man. No matter what. Don't worry.
Don't
Finch.
throw in the towel.
No.
Oh my God. Finch, strength overpowers technique. That's a crazy take, bro. That is not true. Everybody has arteries in their neck. If you wrap your arm around those arteries and you squeeze and rotate, I don't care what your bench press is. What are you talking about? Weights? You ever seen UFC 1 with Hoist Gracie beating these steroid heads? Come on, man.
He did good.
And Hoist is not good, by the way. Hoist is not, like the current representation of jiu-jitsu. You can you could definitely say any UFC fighter would beat Hoist in grappling. Like that's how far it's come. So, I don't I think the game's come a lot. Love the confidence. Let's go. Leg lock, Finch lock. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Come on, guys. Let's fucking go. I think Finch needs to be humbled. This is what I was worried about. People think it's arrogance that would make me say that, but it's not arrogance. It's that this is what I've done since I was a little kid. Like this is like when you are a physicist, you could talk about physics in a deeper level, and it's not arrogance when you're talking about the astrophysics or whatever, right? Listening to Neil Tyson, he studies astrophysics. I'll listen to him about astrophysics, right? We're talking about martial arts. This is what I study. It's not arrogance. Like this is I believe in things based on evidence, right? Right? It doesn't come from a place of ignorance. Halftime, $5. Heard that fool Hall eats his bowl of cereal with who and no cereal. I don't know what. I don't know, Finch. Maybe one Finch and a half. Yeah, for sure. No, I wasn't trying to say that I'll go beat up Eddie Hall. That's not what I was trying to say. No, I'm saying two of me. This was. Did somebody else throw this out there? Thank you for the $5 halftime. Appreciate it. All right,
let's keep running up the damn car. Got me cracking up over here. We're gonna keep running up. Next matchup, we have. This is actually a crazy ass prospect battle. We have Ju Sang Yu versus Jeka Saragih. I'm going with Sang Yu to win this fight, Finch. I like his style, bro. He is 31, so it's not like he's a young prospect, but he looks sick on that road to, or rather the Looking for a Fight episode where he's fighting Korean Zombies League. He looked good in another fight, getting tested a bit in the grappling, showing some offensive grappling, showing a get-up game. Jeka Saragih is losing to Weston Wilson and Anshu Jubilee. You don't even need to do any fucking study, and you realize it's like, the only way Saragih wins this fight is some wild punch. As far as skill for skill, he's outmatched on the ground. He's outmatched technically on the feet. But he does have power. Jeka Saragih cracks. He slept Lucas Alexander with the crazy shot. I think that Yu pulls off probably a win with, I don't know. I just have this feeling that he's going to strike. He's like going to want to show the stand-up arsenal, especially with the way that he looked on Looking for a Fight. Like he's going to want to test Jek on the feet. I think he can definitely knock him out, but as you always have said, the path of least resistance. I think take Saragih down. Yu is a lot better there. For me, I think we got Yu inside distance.
Yeah, I agree with that take. Take him down. And then he's got nice head kicks. Like his striking looks pretty good to me too. So competent enough on the feet as well. Pretty explosive, athletic dude too. I could see you having a nice debut on Saturday.
I think you will. Fuck, man. Now we started the train of this shit. Thank you for 3 months poker. This is for you, Finch. Take it.
So, Finch, you're saying an MMA trained 10-year-old kid. All right, first of all, when did I bring up children? AJ, did I bring up children one time? He throws children in here. All right, so red herring, but we'll take it. Okay. 10-year-old kid could beat up a 6'3", 250-pound grown man because the kid is first off, he threw in beat up too, which is another red herring. It's like, when you watch, let's use jiu-jitsu, for example, which is the one I gave, right? Strangling somebody. I'm not necessarily saying that that a skilled jiu-jitsu fighter, one of the Rotolo brothers, can beat up the NFL lineman. That's not what I'm saying. They're not like whooping their ass the whole time, but they'll crawl on their back and strangle them. Yeah. So beat up. I think that's another red herring. Grown man because the kid is trained and the adult isn't. Dumbest take, size matters. I mean, I didn't bring up children, although I have seen that. Yes, I've seen like 12-year-old, 13-year-old kids at Art of Jiu-Jitsu beat up adults in the adult class where the guy's like a white belt and he goes with like a 12-year-old who's like super nasty and the 12-year-old just like runs game on him. I've witnessed that. Yes, absolutely. Technique is so far superior to just raw strength. The combination you're seeing, and I think what's confusing to people is they watch the UFC and so they're seeing heavyweights who have technique. So yes, a heavyweight who's been training martial arts for years at a decent level is going to beat up the flyweight. Yeah. But if you put Mighty Mouse against somebody who's never heard of a guillotine, they're getting choked, dude. Like that's exactly what I'm saying. Thank you for a 3-month membership. Didn't even benefit me. It's benefits AJ. Son of a bitch, poker. Gave you all that time of day. Bowl of cereal with whiskey instead of milk. Legend. All right. If he has whiskey for breakfast, he might have more problems. This is going to make the fight easier. So thank you. Thank you, halftime.
Odds for the fight. Let's read these odds off. Let's read these. Oh, we started some controversy in the chat today. -450, you saying you. Jeka +350. Inside distance for you, -130. What is he to win by sub? +275, not great. KO +210, not great. Yeah, man. I think you saying you can win. Sharp prospect, but unproven at -450. This is just becomes stupid. As far as do I want to put him in a parlay? If it was -200, we can talk. But at -450, it's like he looks really good, but he's also fought shit cans. I'm not saying Saragih is very good, but you saying you could end up being a fraud. No. At -450, it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah, on the AFC cards and ZFN cards, what is a 5-2? What is a 10-4 on those cards? So that's true. Unproven. Personally, staying away. Personally.
You saying you gets it done. And he's very live for an impressive finish striking. It's just less danger if he takes Jeka down. Jeka's getting subbed up by Weston Wilson, bro. So we shall see. Either way, you saying you for the W. Let's keep running. Next fight on the card, we got big heavyweights going after. We got Serghei Spivac versus Waldo Cortes-Acosta. I love the clash of styles because this is it. Striker versus grappler, 100%. Waldo can box. Spivac can strangle people and beat them up. I'm going to pick Serghei Spivac. We haven't seen Waldo in the UFC against anybody that poses a substantial grappling threat. The best grappler that he fought was Thomas Peterson, who's a wrestler, and he did knock him out in the 3rd round. Serghei Spivac is very good as far as his takedown game goes. I mean, got Jailton Almeida down. I get it. He lost the fight, but Jailton's high-level jiu-jitsu. Hit an armbar from guard bottom position against Marcin Tybura. I think Serghei Spivac can drag Waldo down and beat him up. I don't know how Waldo's grappling is at all defensively. I know offensively he can out-grapple a Rebellis to Spain, but Rebellis to Spain also got out-grappled by Austin Lane. You see what I'm saying? So I think that Serghei Spivac should be able to get him to the ground. I think beat him up a bit. I think maybe arm triangle or rear naked choke. I like Spivac's ground skills a lot. But Waldo hits hard. I mean, if they're striking, Waldo's live for a KO because Spivac doesn't respond that well to punches. But on the flip side, on the ground, I don't think Waldo has much success.
It's a tough one. I like this fight a lot. This is really cool. Where's Waldo? Good boxing. He's shown an ability to hit takedowns. He did it in his last fight against Ryan Spann. this is probably the limit. I'm going to go with Spivac here. I do think Spivac's got options on the feet and on the ground, and that matters, right? Like on the feet, he's got knees, he's got some weapons, he could box a little bit too, and then on the ground, he should be significantly better. He's the type of heavyweight who can throw something up off of his back and get a submission too, and whereas Waldo's jiu-jitsu is probably still a little questionable. So here's here's a Rubik's Cube I don't know that he can solve. The pathway's there for whereas Waldo box, grind him out, the takedown defense. And then if Spivac can get to the top position, he can finish this fight easy. I'm just seeing way more ways for Spivac to win here, AJ. Competitive, cool heavyweight fight. I saw the odds are right down the middle as they should be. I'll go Spivac.
Finally, a fight that at least the odds are down the damn middle here. Minus 140 power.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I need to be able to call the heavyweight fight correctly because here's one where the odds aren't crazy, right?
Yeah. I think it's good. The odds are right. Minus 144 and then plus 124 for Waldo. The reason I think the odds are right is because there is this issue with Spivac that he's had is like he gets hit, he doesn't respond well. He crumbles with big punches coming at his face. And Waldo does have power for sure. It's just, the wins for Waldo, Ryan Spann, who was a light heavyweight, Andrei Arlovsky, Rebellis to Spain. They're not wins that tell me you beat a monstrous grappler. A guy who could, listen, Marcin Tybura, to submit him with an armbar from bottom position is fucking intense. That tells me Spivac, not saying he's going to do this, but he could pull guard and potentially submit a Waldo Cortes-Acosta if he can lock a Tybura up in an armbar from bottom. So I really think Spivac's ground skills are too good here. Too good to pass up for me as far as the pick goes.
Clearly, the biggest difference between the two is that Spivac is so dangerous on the ground. Spivac can finish the fight off of his back from the top position, right? His wrestling is not too shabby too. But that being said, I have not been one to underestimate whereas Waldo. I have not, man. You saw me pick him against Lucas Brzeski and Andrei Arlovsky and Rebellis to Spain and Ryan Spann in the last one. I've picked him and bet on him in a lot of those. This is probably where he gets submitted.
Yeah, I think so too. And the odds are crazy for sub. Plus 450 for Spivac by sub. That's a surprise to me, man.
That's news to me.
Right?
Mental note.
Spivac by sub at plus 450. I thought it would be a little closer than that.
Yeah, that's very likely. I mean, is it a TKO? Like if he hits this takedown. No, he likes subs, man. He likes arm bars and shit. Chokes. Yeah, it's my pick.
Spivac inside distance plus 235. If you want to just go there, still more than 2-1 money. I think Spivac gets a finish.
You guys know the name of the show. I don't generally chase specific finishes, although if there was a card with the type of odds to make me chase some, this isn't a bad one. Yeah, I'll look into it.
Waldo by KO is plus 150 casual degenerate. I saw you asked. So not much steam on that KO if you are going Waldo.
I think Waldo's best thing is to just box clean, do his thing, which he does a lot, right? He goes out there. He's not hunting crazy. He's not throwing wild shit. He's just trying to box you enough to win the rounds, and defend takedowns. He starts throwing wild. He'll start rolling the dice with getting taken down. And AJ, if he gets taken down, when his back hits the mat, he's fucked. Dude.
He's fucked. And he's going to get taken down. Spivac's good, bro. If you're taking down Jailton Almeida, you're taking down Waldo. That's my mentality here. That's fucking hard to do. That demands respect.
I like that.
Spivac, the pick for me, the pick for the Finch. Good heavyweight fight. Let's keep running up. Next matchup on the card. Ladies going after. We got Ariane Lipski de Silva versus Cong Wang. Finch. Your favorite fighter, Wang is back. Bro.
Wang gang up in the house.
Gang up in the house.
Let's go.
Hey, it's good to see you back. I think that she's going to win this one. And I think it's going to be a tactical and hard-fought decision. feel like that Gabriela Fernandez fight is easy to cloud your vision with. It's like, oh, well, Gabriela Fernandez beat her. Well, then that means Lipski beats her. Well, Fernandez is kind of herky-jerky southpaw that caught her with that perfect left. I feel like Ariane Lipski da Silva, Muay Thai-based style, a little more technically sound. Like sometimes technicality can go to your detriment, right? Because it's not like Wang hasn't fought plenty of girls that know how to do Muay Thai. Like she fought as a pro striker in kickboxing / Muay Thai. So I think that Kong Wang is going to be a bit too clean on the striking side, a bit too quick. Leg kicks are pretty on point. Grappling defense should be fine here. It's not like Kong Wang got thrown to the ground by Gabriela Fernandez, beaten up, and then choked out. She got caught by a perfect shot and then choked out. I don't think Ariane Lipski da Silva's dropping her, and I don't think she's clubbing subbing her. So I'm going to say Wang for the dub decision.
Wang for the dub decision makes a lot of sense. Although Wang can finish fights, you know, she can get knockouts and submissions. We've seen her do it. You know, but this isn't Victoria Leonardo. Ariane Lipski da Silva is a decent striker. She's okay. I could see her lasting to the final bell here. And yeah, let's say that, you know, that finish was a hiccup in Wang's career, a crazy one. She was like a 7-1 favorite or some crazy shit. She was some crazy odds in that one. You know, let's say that was a hiccup and not the story, right? You know, Lipski's last 2 losses, Karine Silva and Jasmine Jasudavicius, really not bad losses at all. And then her wins right before that were nice. Casey O'Neill, Melissa Gatto, even JJ Aldrich. So she's fought at a higher level than Kong Wang, which is the reason why it gives me a little bit of pause here. Like you're seeing a much more impressive resume, you know, with Ariane Lipski da Silva than you are with Kong Wang. But just raw skills, yeah, I think Kong Wang should be able to outstrike her and get this decision.
Yeah, I think so too. As far as the odds of the fight, Kong Wang is a -500 motherfucking favorite, bro. That's crazy to me. Oh
they
my
tripping.
God.
That sounds like it's a trap.
5-1, bro. That's actually nuts, man. Lipski plus 385. Damn.
Yeah, I think the fight's closer than that. I think Lipski's resume just speaks that, you know, and Lipski needs the win. It's a big one for her, you know. Imagine if she beats Wang here. That's, you know, she's right back into the mix. So I think this is an important fight, and that it won't look like 5-1 or whatever you just told me.
Oh, I mean, it's just betting wise, it's shit. It's a shit risk. A lot less experience for Wang. Lipski, though she's not known for her, you know, offensive grappling normally, she pulled off that armbar against Casey O'Neill, who's pretty good. So it's not like Lipski is like a dead fish out there. I just think that Wang has got good hips, pretty athletic, and in a competitive striking match, I think she'll get a win. But overall, my God, man, 5-1, yeah, you can't touch it, bro. You can't.
Yeah. No touch on this one for me, you know, and I mean, even the under over, although Ariane Lipski probably does make it to the bell. So I'm more confident that it goes to a decision. Pick has to be Wang.
Wang for the W for myself and the Finch man. Let's keep running up. Next fight on the card, really good flyweight matchup. It's also going to be our featured prelim. We got Bruno Silva versus Joshua Van.
I like it. I like it.
I'm going Joshua Van to win. He's a good boxer, kickboxer, but, you know, boxing-based style, pressure-based style, combination punching, rips to the body really nicely. I feel like he's got relatively good head movement and seems to make his reads really well after the first 5 minutes. Like he figures people out after the first round, then starts coming on strong. Bruno Silva, he's a fight-ready guy. He has like that karate-esque kickboxing / boxing stance that Cejudo brings and Patricio Pitbull brings. I don't know, man. Bruno, he's 35. Not saying that the age is the factor, but you have the upside of the prospect with a ton of momentum, and you have Bruno Silva getting his face boxed off by Manel Kopp. And then he's got a comeback KO against Cody Durden on the fight before. Shout out to Durden for coming on the show. And, you know, he was still getting touched up, though, a bit by Durden. And Van did work against Cody Durden when they fought. I think Joshua Van does some work here, too. I think the hands look sharp. I think Silva might try and wrestle, and I think Van's wrestling defense holds up. And I'll say Van by a decision. Not an easy fight against Bruno Silva, but a fight that Joshua Van can win.
You know, I think people are a little high on Joshua Van, a little stoned. They're a little high on Joshua Van. He doesn't have unbelievable power. He does not, you know, so you can strike with him for 3 rounds and get to the final bell. And then as far as the grappling is concerned, I mean, advantage on the mats to Bruno Silva. So if Bruno Silva can get the takedowns, Bruno Silva wins this fight. And if it's on the feet, I think Bruno Silva's in the fight. What Van's been able to show is improved or just solid in general takedown defense. And he could box, you know, so he puts the box in with the takedown defense, and it's nice. And he's won fights like that. But against Bruno Silva here, I think the range matters, AJ. I think that karate stance and that timing matters. It's probably closer than people think. I think Bruno Silva wins a round, so there are ways to bet that. You know, so I was really surprised to see the odds on this one. You want to hit everybody with them right now?
Yeah, minus 550 for Joshua Van, plus 400 for Bruno Silva.
You know, so yeah. I'll be honest, going through, did my list, right? No odds, bop, bop, bop. I'm like, Van. I chose Van. Right. And then seeing those odds, I'm like, son of a bitch, you know, it's one of those where you wish you would pick Bruno Silva, but I think Van can stop the takedowns, and that's why. But, you know, Bruno Silva definitely in this fight. I don't think people should write him off. Why? Because he got beat up by Manel Kopp. Manel Kopp's fucking real high level, guys. Very experienced, you know, even outside of the UFC, very experienced. And now in the UFC as well. Yeah, I think Bruno Silva still got game at this level. I think Joshua Van's in for a fight.
Brett Dumas says, yo, AJ, a fire has evacuated my reservation with no response from the government. Myself and 20 other volunteers saved my town from a blazing fire. Currently, I am using a gas generator and Starlink. Holy shit. Wow. Well,
all the best to the folks.
Yeah, dude.
The 20 other volunteers. Shout out to them.
Shit.
Wildfires forcing multiple communities to evacuate into the city. Where are you at, Brett?
Yeah, where is that? Where are these fires going down? That's crazy.
Sorry to hear, brother.
Yeah, man. Wishing you the best.
Tune in, though. If you need some distraction.
Yeah, this is good distraction. Me and you bantering.
We're very distracting, you know?
Yeah. We go off on side tangents. Listen, it's a podcast, bro. It's picks, but it's also a podcast, you know?
You know? Come hang out with the boys. All the best, brother. Sorry to hear that.
Pucket Wagan, Manitoba, Canada. Okay. Damn. Great White North. I thought it's stateside. I wish you nothing but the best, bro. Hopefully everything's okay, man. Brett Dumas sending well wishes to you.
Thank you, Brett. Appreciate you tuning in, buddy. All the best.
Over 2.5 is minus 190.
Yeah.
Over
probably.
makes a lot of sense here, bro.
Probably. I think it's hard to get Silva out of there. I mean, Van just doesn't have that type of power, you know?
Yeah. Hey, Jared Nunes, thank you for $4.99, bro. Shout out.
Thank you, Jared.
Let's go. Listen, we're going Van. I think he wins a decision. Van by decision is minus 130. The over makes sense, though. The over 2.5 rounds at minus 190. I think you could maybe parlay up. That could be a value call. For a card that has some fucking wide odds and you're looking for something that could happen as close to 2-1 money or less.
Right.
Over 2.5 makes a lot of sense to me with these flyweights. So let's go. I like that call.
I like the fight too. Very cool. Opportunity for Bruno Silva. And you could say the same for Joshua Van, man. If he can make a statement here, you know, I could see these guys in the mix after, especially Van, right? He's on a little bit of a roll. After getting something here. That's why if you're in Van's corner, you got to say, finish this guy. I just think Bruno Silva is a tougher customer than people are giving him credit for.
Agreed. Let's go. Those are the prelims. It's time we jump to the main card opener. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you smash the likes. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe it up. Mario Bautista versus Patchy Mix. Finch, you are an ex-Bellator employee. I'm going to let you break this one down. You've seen a lot of Mix in person.
I've seen Patchy Mix up close. I've seen him fight strikers like Sergio Pettis. I've seen him fight wrestlers like Magomedov. I've seen him fight the who's who in Bellator, and Patchy Mix is a winner. Patchy Mix finds a way. He has a guillotine that is world class. He has this ability to be a backpack where he could strangle people. His submission grappling is extremely high level. I know he trains over there in Las Vegas with the 10th Planet crew. That is the best 10th Planet gym in the world, in my opinion, because of some of the talent they've been able to turn out at 10th Planet Vegas. And then, you know, he's also there at the PI. He's also there at Extreme Couture, right? He's getting the best of what Vegas has to offer. And I think it's going to pay dividends here, man. Mario Bautista was on the mic. He was saying, oh, I train with a guy who's like Patchy. He really gives it to us. This guy's like 4-0. Bro, Patchy's got 20 pro fights.
Yeah.
That Patchy fucks that guy up. You know what I mean? Like, stop. This is...
They don't respect him because he's a Bellator guy. That's what's happening.
And you know what? A couple Bellator debuts haven't, you know, Patricio Pitbull's debut wasn't beautiful. They gave him Yair Rodriguez
back in the day, took some L's. Yeah.
You know, we've had some tough ones. You're about to see, I think, the two best ones. I think that Aaron Pico is gonna, you know, make a big splash in the UFC. And I think Patchy fucking Mix is about to finish Mario Bautista. Mario Bautista is going to try to technically kickbox with him. I think he's getting taken down. He's getting his back taken, and he's getting strangled. Patchy Mix, the fucking millionaire, the Bellator champ via sub.
I think so. I think he's winning this fight. I could see decision. Maybe Bautista is able to survive some tight submission attempts, but Mix is normally a finisher. Don't get it twisted. Just because Magomedov went 5 with him last time out, it was also a very different stylistic matchup. I really think that everything Mario Bautista does, Patchy Mix does better and with more flair. Like Finch said, the Gilly gang is not Dustin Poirier. It's Patchy Mix, man. He's got a terrifying Gilly. He's a super dangerous guy that's very efficient in all areas. And I would think, obviously, you know, we consider him more so exceptional as far as the wrestling and submission grappling would go. And I think in a fight against Mario Bautista, he really has a chance to make a massive statement. The thing I will give Mario Bautista credit for, difficult to put away. At this point, phenomenal physical condition, very physically strong. Tough customer, gritty, bringing forward pressure, throwing good straight shots, strong in close range with
UFC
clinch work. UFC experience for sure. And this is Patchy's big shot. But I don't think he's fumbling the bag. I think a prime up-and-coming challenger, probably. I think that Patchy Mix has, to me at least, the potential to mix it up with the top 5 guys in the world. And I don't think Mario Bautista is the guy to end this Patchy Mix win streak. I think we're going to see Patchy pull through. I think decision or submission would be my call. You know, have to wonder, UFC debut, will there be octagon jitters? Now, granted, he's comfortable, you know, New York guy originally, fighting in Jersey, so should be comfortable with the area, has fought in the biggest Bellator events that they've had. So I think Patchy Mix is going to be good to go, and I think he's beaten Mario Bautista. And I think I got to bring up some donos that we got up in here, man, real quick. Mix getting it back in blood in the name of Aldo. Thank you, halftime. He's avenging Jose Aldo. It's needed, bro. It's needed.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Fuck yeah, man. I mean, you know, totally different matchup, Aldo and Patchy, but make no mistake, man, he's coming for the finish.
Let's go. Burnt Brownies, thank you for the 2. Sugar Sean is the dog lock. We'll talk that main event soon.
We'll be there.
You'll see what's up. Alex NYC, thank you for 1-9. Why you guys don't say he lost that fight? Probably 4-1. I think that was kind of a narrative that was pushed. I think that was very competitive with Magomedov, but I don't know about lost, close rounds, but definitely tested more than ever before. but I'm not going to go say he lost 4-1. What do you think, Finch?
Yeah, Magomedov definitely gave him a run for his money. No, he won the fight, but that was really close. I mean, look at the so they fought twice, right? You got one that's even. You got one where Patchy Mix rendered him unconscious, you know? So I'm still going to say Patchy Mix is the better fighter of the two, but Magomedov with a big time performance. And, you know, you definitely saw him make adjustments for Patchy in that fight. So give credit where credit's due. I more so credit Magomed there than I would say that, you know, Patchy got exposed or something. So I'll still take Patchy, buddy. It's still a dub. You can go check his Tapology.
And I think here he looks good in a debut. Chance for sure to make an impact off rip. -162 as the favorite status, which is crazy because, you know, if you think of recent fights, like, you know, Patchy was -120, though, to be fair, against Stotts. He was even an underdog against Magomedov the first time. But there's been a lot of fights where Patchy was like a massive, massive favorite. So now solid money line with Patchy Mix. I think parlay pieces live. I think Patchy Mix is going to thrive, man. I believe in Patchy Mix, Mike Finch.
I love that. Fuck yeah. And you always have.
Yeah.
Two things. One, Patchy's been out for over a year now, and it's not his fault. He's been wanting to fight, but that's just what happens to a lot of these Bellator guys in the PFL purchase. And then second thing, Mario Bautista is very good at striking. He's got technically sound striking. He's got decent takedown defense. He has a pathway to victory. But when you look at Patchy Mix versus Mario Bautista and ask who has the ability to finish the fight, it's Patchy Mix all day. He's got the ability to hit the rear naked strangle, the guillotine. He's the guy who could put people away. And when you look at their skill sets and how they match up, where is the biggest disparities? It's in that submission grappling. I do think that Patchy Mix gets on Mario Bautista's back and puts him out.
+350 for the sub.
Don't tempt me with a good time. I bet on that +350 sub for Aaron Blanchfield, and I didn't even get to see it. Don't tempt me with a good time, AJ.
Hey, listen, we'll see. I think Mix is winning, and I feel good about it, man. Because everybody talks shit after the Patricio Pitbull fight, and I have to stand strong. I believe that Patchy Mix is very talented, and you know, it's kind of like, oh, these Bellator guys suck. Listen, they're all individuals, okay? They're all fighters. And I think Patchy Mix is a pretty good fighter.
He's at a different place in his career than Patricio Pitbull. You know, you're talking about a Patchy who's, I don't want to get the age wrong.
31. Yep.
31. Like I would say, like 26 to 34. You're talking about right in the prime of a lightweight, a small fighter, a lighter fighter. I think Patchy Mix has, you know, 10 really, really good fights in the UFC here.
Let's go. I'm excited as fuck, man. Patchy Mix to start off his UFC career right. We got him winning. Let's keep running up. Next fight on the card, we got Vicente Luque versus Kevin Holland. You know, this was like kind of a head scratcher. I'm like, huh, interesting. You know, they put this one together. And breaking it down, I felt was interesting too. Because I'm looking at it as like, yes, Vicente Luque is a skillful kickboxer. He's sharp for sure. He's got a fuckload of fights, though, that he's taken a fair amount of damage in over the years. Hasn't looked great in a while. I mean, granted, you know, he looked great against Themba Gorimbo and was able to pull through there. But, you know, I think of Buckley flatlining him as good as Buckley has done. Violent KO loss there. The bad loss to Jeff Neal as well. There have been rough moments for Luque. Beat RDA, an impressive 5-round win. Kevin Holland is kind of like Mr. 50-50. When he's on, I still think he's really dangerous in standing fights, like stand-up fights. If you're talking about engaging in grappling, he's not as bad at 170. To be fair, his defense against Gunnar Nelson, I think, was inspiring. I'm going with Kevin Holland, man. But as I say it, I'm like, Luque is not a dead man in this fight. I think Holland could catch him with bigger shots. He's going to have the reach advantage, a little quicker with the hands. I don't think Luque brings a takedown threat, really. So what he's going to have to do, I think, is work some kicks. I think he's going to have to chop at the legs of Kevin Holland, work his way inside. But when I see him looking to get on the inside, I could see Holland catching him with a counter shot hook. It just depends on where Kevin Holland's head's at. Sometimes he's in it, sometimes he's not. He was definitely in it with Gunnar Nelson. I'm going to say Holland finds a way to beat Vicente Luque.
I'm going Vicente Luque here, AJ. I think Vicente Luque's striking is enough to not get put away by Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland's quick. Kevin Holland's quick with it for sure. But I think Vicente Luque can slam some low kicks in, kick him in the body a little bit, grapple a little bit. You know, obviously a pathway to beat Kevin Holland is to wrestle him. I think Vicente Luque could definitely surprise him with some grappling, some jiu-jitsu. I would love to see it. You know, he's shown he can be dangerous on the ground. You know, on the feet, the fast hands of Kevin Holland are scary. That's about it in this fight. I mean, pretty much everywhere else I'm seeing Vicente Luque, you know, be able to dig deep in like a third round scenario, better in the clinch, on the ground, stronger, you know, better low kicks. I think Kevin Holland's got fast, dangerous hands. And if Vicente Luque doesn't get put out in the first round, I think he wins this fight. And I think he's like a 2-1 dog.
He is a big dog. Right now, Vicente Luque is sitting at plus 235 as a big underdog here. That's big dog money. Yeah, that's a savage dog. I respect that, Finch. I definitely get where the mentality is for Vicente Luque having a fighting chance. I'll ask you this, though. So, okay, Luque wins the fight. You think decision?
Luque sub is totally possible.
Okay.
Luque sub is totally possible. You think I would chase a finish when you're giving me 2.5 or 2-1 odds? No. I would go hypothetically moneyline.
Moneyline Luque. Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
I mean, I hate how wide the odds are here because I'm on the side of Holland, but yeah, I wouldn't touch Holland at minus 275. It's a fucking pick, bro. Luque, I get it though. Because I was sitting on this fight. I was like, okay, well, if Luque's on one, when he's sharp, he's sharp. But I don't know, man. His chin looks withered. That's what worries me, is what happens. Luque had that brain bleed, remember, a few years ago now? So that shit worries me, and he hasn't fought. I mean, when he fought heavy-handed guys, he hasn't beaten a guy with heavy hands in a while. Holland's
Temba Garimbo ain't no bitch, bro. Temba Garimbo was on a roll, and then Rafael Dos Anjos W. You know, we're gonna hate on him for losing to Buckley. I mean,
no, that's fair.
Yeah, and then Kevin Holland's got a fucking killer's row too, but man, I think Vicente Luque has got his number.
Okay, Finchman going Luque. Savage underdog. If you are looking at the prop side of things, inside distance for Luque is plus 350. Luque by sub plus 650. And then Luque by KO also plus 650. So, yeah, the money line plus 235. It's a savage underdog call, Mike Finch. I respect it.
I think Vicente Luque gets it done. I think that he's going to be able to dominate as the fight goes on. He has to avoid getting smoked with a 1-2. I think he could do that.
Hey, Alex NYC, thank you for 199. He says, Mike, I had Aaron around 345 sub plus 900 LOL.
They got to give you all that money back, huh? Yeah, dude, I went with the plus 350 sub. She had 25 minutes to do it. You know, I didn't want to pick the round because it could have been the way Macy Barber looked at weigh-ins, dude, especially. I was glad because it could have been in the first or second. So you're a savage for that, man. You're a savage for that. Now AJ's reading me off the Patchy mix sub line, trying to wet my beak again. But hey, we got our money back. It's all right.
Halftime 93. So he's gonna cream pie we're gonna cream pie the sports.
We got children watching the show, bro. Chill halftime. Chill.
I don't know. Do we? I don't know.
We don't. Oh, okay, good. Because I swear actually quite a bit. So thank you for the $2 halftime. Let's eat.
Let's eat. Let's eat, and let's keep running up this damn card. We got our featured fight, Joe Pyfer versus Kelvin Gastelum. The rebooking. They were supposed to fight Mexico City. Now they're fighting stateside, and I have to say, I was picking Pyfer before. I'm picking him again. Now I don't have to worry about elevation. This is way better for us, Mike Finch. The worry with Pyfer the first time is like, yo, what happens if Gastelum survives the storm? We're in Mexico City and Pyfer's tired. But we
Pyfer
got
had a bad
Pyfer.
taco. He's fucking
Yeah, right?
Oh shit! What was that burrito? Oh my god! You know,
He's got a virus of some kind. I don't know, some type of E. coli. Yeah,
like what was
but he's
that
good
place
now.
called? Yeah, I feel like this is a problem for Kelvin, AJ.
The thing is, Gastelum does have that blockhead. Dude just doesn't go out. I feel like Pyfer could grapple him, though. Pyfer wins a grappling match between these two, especially now. I think that Joe Pyfer can outwork him on the mat. I think he can outstrike him. Does he knock him out? Pyfer hits really fucking hard. But damn, bro, Gastelum's chin is legend, bro. Like the Gastelum chin has been holding up for fucking generations, it feels like, from big shots. I think Joe Pyfer wins. I think decision or submission would actually be more likely, as much as he hits really fucking hard. We haven't seen Gastelum knocked out just yet. And not saying it's impossible, but it's damn difficult to do.
I think Joe Pyfer can do it. Joe Pyfer KO. Because you're right, he's got that big block head. And I mean, it is impressive. It is impressive. I've seen Marvin Vettori hit him in the gym. He don't give a fuck, you know. I've seen Fabricio hit him in the. I mean, I've seen people. I've hit him in the head. He don't give a fuck. Kelvin Gastelum, can't really, like, what area can you point to where Kelvin Gastelum is going to win rounds or win this fight? I don't see any area. He is so outsized here. It's ridiculous. He's got less power. The submission grappling, as AJ pointed out, I just see him getting cooked any way you dice this up. So, you know, he left King's MMA, you know, he's out doing his own camp. And, you know, power to him. I mean, hopefully we get the best Kelvin we've seen in years. Even in that scenario, I'm picking Joe Pyfer. And, you know, I have reason to believe we won't. I think we've seen Kelvin's best fights already, you know? If Kelvin was able to find a win here, I mean, him and Adesanya would be really cool. You know, I do want to see that back. And I think, you know, you need to give Adesanya a bounce back fight, and Kelvin could fit that bill. That might be an exciting, you know, addition to his career still, in a rematch with Israel Adesanya. I won't step off of that. I think against a prospect, a power puncher like Joe Pyfer, you know, who can compete at a high level in grappling too, brother. Joe Pyfer, to me, is a lock.
Yeah, I think so too. And the odds minus 355. And with this card, like, that's looking pretty good. 355. Not
I
awful.
mean, we've been getting 5-1s where I'm like, I think Bruno Silva's pretty good. You know, I'm getting 5-1s where I'm like, what the fuck? Right? You know, Lipski and Wang, like, damn, y'all just, you know, last year you're saying Wang got exposed and she's trash. And, you know, it's like, yeah. Yeah, that doesn't shock me at all. That's okay.
Joe Pyfer should handle business. Finchman thinks he could be the first guy to chin Gastelum. That's plus 250. Submissions plus 375. I would rather just parlay piece money lined. Decision for Pyfer plus 150. I think Pyfer wins. I think he can beat Gastelum in all areas, but Gastelum might be too tough for his own good. Takes a bit of a beating here.
I don't know, man. I think Kelvin's fought a lot of guys who put volume on him. Izzy put volume on him, etc. You know, that's not how Pyfer fights, man. He's going to turn that frame, boom, into a big shot. I think Pyfer Knockout's live, although Pyfer Club and Sub is live because he is the type of guy to slap a choke on. So, you know, we've seen Kelvin get submitted by Jack Hermanson with the leg lock. That was wild, right?
That was wild.
You know, yeah. That was right. I remember that camp for Kelvin at King's. So I feel like, you know, submission's absolutely live too.
Pyfer inside distance. Let's just check that line. Plus 115 from to get it done inside distance. If he's finishing, tough OG.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is one of the most confident picks on the card. I've got Joe Pyfer. It's all love for Kelvin Gastelum. He's given us incredible performances inside the UFC. I still want to see him and Izzy run it back, but he's a 170-pounder up here with the big boys, and he's about to meet one of the biggest of them all. I think he's getting cracked. I think Joe Pyfer is going to finish this fight.
Let's go. I'm going Pyfer. Finchman going Pyfer. Let's keep running up. Next fight, co-main event. The ladies going after it. We got Julianna Peña versus Kayla Harrison for the women's bantamweight belt. This is, to me, Kayla Harrison's time to shine. I think she's too much of a physical presence and specimen. I think she will get on top of Julianna Peña in moments in this fight. I think she could land ground and pound. Hard to put Peña away. She just doesn't quit. That's the thing about Julianna, is grit and toughness are essentially what she personifies. As far as technical side of things, and she's a scrappy boxer. It's not necessarily technically sound, but her hands do the job for what she needs them for. And normally her grappling's pretty solid, but she's definitely outmatched here against Kayla Harrison if they hit the mat. I think Harrison dominates this fight on the ground. The worry for Kayla is this is a nightmare weight cut. 135 is tough for Kayla Harrison to make. But as long as she comes in on weight, title on the line, I think she'll be okay. I get it. Later in the fight, you could say Kayla's tired. Maybe round 5, Julianna could have bigger moments, but I don't know if it gets there. I'm going to pick Kayla to control. I think she's live to submit or ground and pound Peña, but I do have this whisper of, but Peña's tough as fuck, though. Kayla can win the positional battle and then pull through, but they don't like each other. So I feel like punches are going to be flying in this fight here, and I think that ups the chance of violence. What do you think, Finch? What's the pick?
AJ's heard me make fucking how many Kayla Harrison references. I've had her matched up against dudes the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think I've been showing my hand here. Kayla Harrison is coming for the belt, and I don't think it's going to be all that close. Julianna Peña is not even in her prime right now, and we've just seen the holes in her game. Her striking isn't, something to write home about. And despite she does have good people around her, Ignacia Bahamondes, Bilal Muhammad. I mean, she's got a team that can really add some stuff, and hopefully they got her in prime form, because if you give the best Julianna Peña, then this thing goes to a decision. She might steal a round, that's not what I expect. I expect Kayla Harrison to run her over. I expect Kayla Harrison to look good. A Kayla Harrison, Holly Holm type performance where Kayla is able to find a finish. With that being said, that's the harder thing to predict, is does it go under or over? The pick is Kayla Harrison.
I think she should look pretty good. I'm seeing it. We got a dono up in here from Alex NYC. If this fight goes past 2, you got Peña decision. Thank you for the 1-9. Interesting, man. We've seen Kayla 5 rounds before. Yeah. I get it, though. We haven't seen her 5 rounds at 35. So that's the worry for all is, will there be an effect on the gas tank with the weight cut?
Because she's offensively grappling, no, right? Like, Alex, I think the issue with that take is, and we got to watch the fight to see, Alex could be right. But what I'm seeing is that these girls are getting tired because it's Kayla initiating the takedowns, working the clinches. She's the stronger girl. She's the Olympic judoka. And when you're leading the dance, right, you don't get as tired. It's really the other person who's got to get up under you, who's reacting. So I don't see Julianna Peña being good enough, I guess, to get her tired like that, Julianna Peña does have cardio, and she's tough as shit. I mean, those two things you have to respect. But the fantastic clinch work from Kayla Harrison has got to wear on Julianna Peña and allow her to pace herself.
Agreed. Let's go. Thank you for 199, Alex NYC. This is the question tonight. Should death sentence switch to Muay Thai kickboxing / boxing? Why is our hero Death even playing on the ground? So I think his ground skills are the only thing keeping him in these damn fights, guys. You might say he's got the hardest punch around, but his striking has looked abysmal, man. I actually am thinking better off he develops a jiu-jitsu game and, I don't know, pulls off some type of triangle chokes and things like that from bottom. Because I don't know, man, the striking it ain't coming together for Mr. Death yet. We'll see. We'll see though. Mighty Mouse got him. We'll see. We'll see.
Bro.
Huh.
Bro. What is this? Like, I've seen this goofy motherfucker fight.
He's great. He's great.
And he is
star.
awful.
He's a star.
Awful.
He's a star.
Awful
He's a modern day Kimbo
at
Slice,
fighting.
bro.
Is it like a meme thing? Is it a joke?
He's a beast.
Like, what the fuck? Who would want to see this guy fight? Like,
I do.
I've trained 12-year-olds who might be able to whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? That's we're
Mighty Mouse is in his corner, bro. That's why at this point.
Mighty Mouse?
He does. You didn't see the training arc series with him and Mighty Mouse? Mighty Mouse is training him.
Bro. I got my boy T. He just had his first fight. He's 1-0 as an amateur. Let's put T up against Death Sentence. We'll see who's getting their death sentence. You know what I'm saying? I think T about to beat his ass.
Mighty Mouse. Don't talk to me. I don't know.
All right, 1-0 amateur. I'm ready to put him up. Although, what's the weight class for Death Sentence? He's a little.
It's 135.
Oh yeah. Twab's too big. 135. Yeah. I'm not training too many.
I think
everybody who wants to train with me has got to be 200 pounds for some fucking reason. Jesus, guys, my back. God damn, wrestling with these big motherfuckers all the time, AJ. Yeah, Death Sentence is trash. I don't know. I don't think he's good on the ground. I don't think he's good on the feet.
Shit.
I don't think he's good in a seated position. Okay, I don't see anything to write home about here. But I'm glad you guys are entertained.
I'm very entertained. Thank you, KM, for this gem of a question. Alex NYC, thank you for another 199. Peña dog on her will pay off in the late rounds if she gets there.
Damn, y'all got faith in Peña like that? Really? I think Ketlin Vieira could beat Peña at this point.
You think so? Maybe. That's a dog fight for her. I don't know.
Peña's kind of bad, bro.
You think she's getting ran through?
Peña, it was shocking when she won the belt, right? Nobody expected that. And then, of course, she couldn't keep it. Of course not. Like, she's like, you know, you guys like to throw around that term fraud checked. Like, Peña is just her mind. Have you heard her talk? Have you heard Julianna Peña talk?
Yeah.
It's not all making sense, you know? It's there's the logic gets broken, you know? We get distracted. There's not a clear stream of consciousness coming forward, you know? I'm annoyed.
Mike Finch, Julianna Peña logic breakdown.
We'll do like a political debate. Yeah, we'll talk about religion for an hour.
Oh shit.
No, you know. Yeah. Maybe I'm a hater, man. I
think she's losing though.
A hater. Yeah, Kayla Harrison is way better at fighting. She's bigger, she's stronger, she's just as experienced. She's fought many like boxer wrestlers before, right? How many girls? How can you mimic a Kayla Harrison? You know, and as soon as she ties up like under over with you, you are fucked. Yeah, I don't think Julianna Peña is very good.
Agreed. But we'll see.
I think Kayla Harrison is. I don't want to be like the negative out here. You know what I mean? You know, like I watch the UFC commentary and they like to like coach the athletes, you know, or like they'll like start coaching the person who's losing. Like I like to praise the person who's like I like to, if I see something impressive, I'll say it, right? Like that's what I like to do. So in this matchup, I want to praise Kayla Harrison. Kayla Harrison is world class. Mixed martial arts is blessed to have her in the sport. I think Kayla Harrison deserves a UFC title. I think she's about to get it.
I think so too. Thank you for 199 again, Alex NYC. Julianna and Sugar Moneyline plus 1700. You're a menace to society, bro. Good luck. We'll talk about it in a moment.
Shit, dude.
Holy shit.
That would be a crazy outcome. Okay, that would be a crazy outcome. Peña and Sugar Sean double dogs. Wow.
We'll see.
Talk about a Hail Mary.
Let's see. Listen, we're both going Harrison. Enough on this damn fight. The odds are wide as hell, but Harrison should win. Let's jump to the main event of the evening. If you guys are watching and enjoying the show, hit that like button. If If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And let's talk about this damn fight. Merab Dvalishvili versus Sugar Sean O'Malley, part 2. They run it back, Mike Finch, and I am thinking Sugar Sean finds a way to pull through. I am feeling Sugar Sean will look better this time and make it competitive in the striking. I think he'll have higher volume. I went back and watched that last fight, and I will say, and this is not to discredit Merab. He obviously beat O'Malley and then beat Umar afterwards. I felt like O'Malley was uncharacteristically gun-shy. Now, Of course, the wrestling of Dvalishvili was a major factor in stifling his offense.
Yep.
But I think that if he can potentially, it's just stopping takedowns with Merab, you're going to have to stop some. Not going to stop all. But if you hit the ground, the get-up game's got to be faster from O'Malley. But there needs to be a willingness to stand his ground, because a lot of guys, they give Merab that ability to bully them, right? And if you don't put pressure on the wrestler now, he's going to be able to shoot on you all fucking day long. If we can get an O'Malley that stands his ground a bit, an O'Malley that's offensive, hurting Merab with shots to the body, teeps up the center, straight punches, confidently throwing on the feet, and then hand fighting well when they get to the cage in the clinch, I think we have a Sean O'Malley that could potentially pull off a competitive decision win. I'm picking O'Malley to pull through. I think people acting like the first fight, Merab just took him down and ground and pounded him in the first round. Sure, yeah, Merab won. Huh?
Yeah, tell them to watch it back.
Right. It was more competitive than people give credit to. O'Malley had moments in that fight, landing shots on the feet. And I do think it was a Sean O'Malley that I don't want to say the worst we've ever seen, and I'm not trying to make excuses for him, but I feel like Sean O'Malley's better than that performance, and he's now had time to improve his skill set. Look back on this fight. He's 30 years old, man. The rate of improvement is still going to be high for somebody like Sean O'Malley. And I think he can win this fight. I'm going to pick Sean O'Malley to pull through. Some knees up the center as Merab shooting, some teeps down the center, some straight shots. I think Sugar Show's pulling off an upset in the main event. People overlooking him.
I like it, AJ. I like it. Big respect, because you know what? Watching that first fight back, it was more competitive than people want to recall it as. And Sugar Sean started doing some nice body work late. I think his team's got to be able to see that and be like, oh shit, that front kick was working. The ones and the twos to the body do work. That's how we get this Georgian motherfucker off of us. He needed that stuff early. And you're right. He was uncharacteristically like bored. I call it a bored performance. He was very patient to his detriment. If he comes out there froggy, ready to counter, putting the boxing on him, imposing his will, as Randy Couture would say, I believe that there is an absolute pathway for Sugar Sean. Merab throws wild hooks with his head on the center line, and he misses all the time. Merab throws wild hooks. He throws that shit with his head on the, and that's a bit, you said Kelvin Gastelum's head's big. Bro, I got to hang out with Merab a few weeks ago. You saw Merab's got a fucking big ass target too, okay? That's a big old head, and his nose looks like it's been punched more than once, okay? Of course, Sugar Sean O'Malley would be the perfect person to select to hit those counter shots. He's smooth with it. He loves when guys miss short and he can counter. Ask Aljo, Merab's #1 training partner. Boom, he was able to counter him, right? His coach, hey, you need to go now. As soon as he went, he got countered bad. So there is that pathway. And so I see, like when I hear Sean talk about the fight, I see it too. The problem is you are dealing with the best cardio in the UFC. You're dealing with a guy who has the ability to take you down at any moment. He can take down Khabib's team. He can take down Olympic gold medalists. You think he's going to have trouble taking down Sugar Sean in a rematch when he already felt how smooth like butter it was to just, I fucked that reference up, how he cut through him like butter? I mean, he was just able to walk right through him. He toyed with him. He started kissing him on the neck, bro. It was getting gay. It was getting gay. That's how bad he whooped his ass in wrestling, okay? In the rematch, I think Merab is even more confident, even more aggressive. The way we saw him fight against Umar Nurmagomedov, I believe you can absolutely see a inspired, fired up Merab who's going forward, who's level changing, who's shooting twice as many takedowns as the first fight, who's not fucking around so much, who wants a finish since he keeps going to decision. I think Merab's about to beat his ass. I do think we get a better Sugar Sean. And I do see the shots. I see the shots too. But when you've got a guy who doesn't get tired like that, who can take you down at any moment, I can't pick Sean here, AJ. I'm going with the champ. I'm going with Merab, and I think he's going to make it look easy.
And listen, it's a compelling threat. What happened before? What could happen again? The Umar win. Yeah, man, something's telling me I still believe in Sugar. I still believe in the Sugar Show, man. We got donos coming in. Fucking hell, bro. Holy shit. Let me read them off, bro.
Go ahead. Yeah, I got you. I'm going backwards, guys. Sorry. Merab all day. Talks too much about boxing, not good. Talks too much about boxing, not good. Dude, in a boxing match, Sugar Sean KO, right? Pure boxing, AJ?
Sugar Sean's just hands. Doesn't have to worry about the wrestling. Come on.
KO, dude. KO. Am I missing donos? Well, I ain't seeing shit. Oh my god! Oh,
you want me to bring them up? I got them.
Death, taxes, Finch name dropping sparring partners. Of course. What the fuck? I'm not supposed to tell you guys that I got to see Merab spar 5 rounds against Giga. I gotta fucking. Am I not? I shouldn't tell the folks. AJ, maybe I just shouldn't tell the folks. I should just pretend like I've never trained with Kelvin Gastelum. I didn't get to, see them beyond what you guys get to see. Isn't that important to talk? Isn't that why we have a show? Thank you for the $3, you goofy motherfucker. Merab throwing the fight for that payday trilogy. Get out of here. Merab throwing a fight. What do you think, AJ?
No.
Crazy. I mean, come on. And AJ's Mr. fucking Vegas is robbing us, like AJ's looking out for you guys, okay? All right? And I don't think it's rigged. It's not rigged. Okay. Sugar TKO KO 4 or 5 plus 2,000. What do you think about that, AJ?
If you're going to go O'Malley, I think you go Moneyline. I'm seeing O'Malley getting a decision that Merab is not happy with after the fact. I see O'Malley winning a fight that Merab is claiming that he was robbed after the fact. I see it as close. I see it as back and forth. I see it as small moments winning it for O'Malley. I think very much it's going to be a back and forth fight. Definitely. I don't see a shutout from O'Malley. I don't see a shutout from Merab. I see a competitive matchup. Do I see O'Malley flatlining Merab? No. Do I see him hurting at one point? Maybe. Do I see him landing good shots? Yes. Do I see Merab getting him down at some point? Absolutely. Do I see O'Malley finding a way back up to his feet this time? I do. Do I see Merab winning a round? Yes. I see it as a damn good fight, man.
Fuck yeah. I mean, that's for sure. I want to see, I want to see a not bored Sugar Sean, right? I want to see him come out there, get froggy, bop, bop, put the 1-2 on him. I want to see the body work. Like, if he's on the front foot, AJ, it changes everything. Still, bro, like his get-ups were okay, but not. It's not Jack Della Maddalena, right? When I did that tape study, and I'm like, AJ, I'm telling you, he can get up underneath Bilal. He's going to be hard to take down. It wasn't that where I'm like, oh shit, his get-ups are okay, but he does sit there and feel sorry for himself a little bit. Like, you have to is the wrong way to put it, but in the best case scenario is you immediately keep the motion going, right? So as you're getting taken down, Jose Aldo is a great example, right? How many highlights have we seen of Jose? Like the Jose Chad Mendez fight, right? Chad's mid taking him down. Boom. As soon as that hip hits the mat, Jose's exploding up. Boom. Whizzer, right? He's out framing. What does Sean do? Boom. He gets taken down. He'll work to the fence. He'll fucking sit here on the fence a little bit, right? Merab's talking to fucking Zuckerberg, and then he'll build up to a knee. Merab pulls out the knee. I need to see more urgency. I hope we do. I got to go with Merab, AJ.
Fair. -270 for Money Man Merab. Sugar Sean plus 230. I think we got a damn good fight. I think it's a tactical war. And I'm excited to see if O'Malley can solve the puzzle of the powerful Georgian savage wrestler, pressure king, cardio freak,
Cardio
machine, the
freak.
machine, the machine.
I mean, best cardio in the game, AJ?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say anybody else. Yeah,
Him and Bilal.
I would say at this point, fuck, man. What about Jack Della?
Cardio?
Jack Della's
Yeah, he had
cardio
a
looked
good
good enough, huh?
He had a good fifth. He's got cardio for sure. I mean, you know, but Jack Della gassed against Basil Hafez.
Fair.
You know,
Fair.
like you ever hear Daniel Cormier talk about when he went to, I think it was interview Merab a couple days after he won the title against Sean O'Malley, and Merab wasn't home because he was out running.
Yeah.
He was out doing road work. So
Exactly.
DC fucking waits there. He's like, this guy just won the world title and is out there doing road work. That's Merab.
That's
you know,
funny.
that's
Yeah.
Merab, dude.
He's
Merab is a work horse. He is built for this, right?
Yeah.
He's crazy in the right way, right?
Yeah.
Not like Julianna Peña crazy. Merab's crazy in the right way, and
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why he's champ.
Let's go. Respect. Finchman going Merab. I'm going O'Malley. I feel like that was a pretty badass breakdown for the main event. Both sides of the coin, too, which I think makes it interesting. But we're not done yet, Mike Finch. We're not done yet. I got the Eddie Hall right here, baby. Let's go.
I'm mobile, motherfuckers.
Listen,
You're gonna
bro,
have to track me down, motherfucker.
Listen, you gotta
That's
sprint.
a big boy.
That's a freak.
That's
a freak in nature. Listen, we got to do a parlay, Finch. Are you ready for this shit?
Let's run it.
Let's fucking do it.
All the competition that try to compete.
Stand back, watch the bomb drop.
Parlay time. Open up your wallets and let's bet on some fist fights.
Yeah. Parlay time. I've got to throw out Joe Pyfer for Saturday night. Yeah. Joe motherfucking Pyfer. No poison tacos. No poison taco. Take the poison out of taco. Okay. Getting it done against Gastelum.
Stole mine, bro.
Did I? I got another one that's good. No, you go. You go.
I'm gonna go with Patchy, bro. It's time for him to get a UFC win. I believe. I'll go Patchy.
Let's go,
and Pyfer.
Patchy. Let's
Yeah.
fucking go. Come
That
on,
is.
man.
Patchy
I
wins.
love the Patchy confidence, AJ.
Yeah, come on. I think he pulls through. What was you want to tell the other one? And no, you're saving it for your show. You can.
I'm gonna give my 5 most confident picks right after this. It'll be in there.
Okay, good. Listen, I am going to put the link to the Finchman's channel in the live chat.
Thank
He
you,
will
sir.
be live
Thank you, sir.
momentarily. He'll do his show, hang out, have a good time. And I'm damn excited, Finch. I'm excited for you, bro.
Thank you, brother. Guys, I always give my bets out on Telegram. If you want to see who I'm betting on, DM at Mike Finch Show on Instagram. My guy Teal gets you in there. I'm at Mike Finch MMA on Instagram. I always host my 5 most confident picks right after this show. And then after weigh-ins, I'll do my full card predictions, see if anything gets shaken up. If you were watching last week, plenty of shit got shaken up. So weigh-ins are importante. And I know you're keeping it here with AJ all week, of course.
Let's go. Shout out to the people, man. I love you all. We love you all. We're glad to have you. I'll be live for lunchtime tomorrow around 1 o'clock. Don't miss the lunchtime live. And I think I might be dropping this week's Best MMA bets tomorrow, a day early. I'll confirm tomorrow afternoon. But I think for the pay-per-view, I might be early AJ with that video for the people. But we will be in touch, guys. You guys will hear from me very soon in probably less than 12 hours. I'll be back live again. So don't miss the lunchtime live, bringing the Thunder episode 102 going down this day tomorrow. What's today? Actually, it's technically today, Tuesday. Almost said Saturday. What am I thinking? I'm excited, Finch. I'm happy, bro.
Me too, man. We gotta love pay-per-views. Come on. Gotta love a good pay-per-view.
Feels good.
Cards fucking stacked from top to bottom. It's gotta be better than last week. Let's go.
It's gotta be. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you all smash the like button on your way out and hit that subscribe button if you're new. Shout out to the people. And yeah, go watch the Finch Man. Go watch the Finch Man. We got the link right in that live chat. Go check them out. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you all soon. Much love and peace out.